Before we begin our story today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what it means to be prepared. Now, occasionally, when we have a bad storm, our power might go out. And when that happens, our lights go out. And if we are well prepared, we hopefully have some candles or a flashlight. Now, having a flashlight doesn't really help us unless there are batteries in our flashlight. A flashlight does you no good in a blackout if it doesn't have batteries. This one does. Sometimes in a blackout, we will use this in our house. This is an old-fashioned oil lamp. And this bottom part is full of oil, and there's a wick that comes up through here, and we light the wick, and the light illuminates from up here. In biblical times, they had oil lamps as well. Our story today is about a wedding. Now, in those days, when a groom and a bride got married, the groom went to the bride's house to get his bride, and he would take her to his house where there would be a huge wedding feast. Now, many young girls, bridesmaids you may call them, would gather, waiting for the groom to come with his bride so that they too could enter the wedding feast. So I hope you enjoy today's story, and we'll begin that now. I wonder what this might be. It kind of looks like a present, and it's gold. Gold is valuable, so this might be valuable. It also looks very old. I wonder if it might be a parable. Parables are old and they're valuable. I wonder what's inside. Sometimes it can be hard to get inside of a parable. You have to keep coming back to the parable. Let's see what's inside. There once was a man who said the most wonderful things and did the most wonderful things. And people followed him wherever he went just to listen to him speak. And they often asked him, "What is the kingdom of heaven like?" And he would answer. One time they asked him, "How can we be sure that we will enter the kingdom of heaven?" And he answered, "The kingdom of heaven is like what happened one night when 10 girls took their oil lamps and went to a wedding to meet the groom. Five of the girls were foolish. They brought their oil lamps, but they did not bring any extra oil. Five of the girls were wise, for they brought their oil lamps and extra oil. The bridesmaids waited a long time. The groom was late arriving, and the girls became drowsy and fell asleep. Then, in the middle of the night, someone shouted, "Here's the groom! Come to meet him!" When the girls got up and started to get their lamps ready, the foolish ones said to the others, "Please let us have some of your oil, for our lamps have run out of oil, and they're going out." The girls who were wise answered, "Well, there's not enough oil for all of us. Go and buy some oil for yourselves." While the foolish girls were away looking for more oil, the girls who were ready for the groom when he arrived. And when he arrived, they went into the wedding with their lamps, and the doors were closed. Later, when the foolish girls returned and shouted, "Sir, sir, open the door for us." But the groom said, "I do not know you." We need to remember, as Jesus said to his disciples, "Always be ready. You do not know the day or the time when I will come again." I wonder why these bridesmaids forgot to bring extra oil. I wonder how these bridesmaids felt when they could not get into the wedding feast. The foolish bridesmaids. I wonder what this extra oil might be that the wise bridesmaids brought. I wonder how they felt when the groom came and invited them into the wedding feast. I wonder why they are called wise. I wonder who the bridegroom might be. I wonder what the wedding feast was. I wonder where you are in this story. I wonder what part you liked best. The parable of the 10 bridesmaids.